Comment 1. Oh wait, he can't. I forgot.
I'm helping you, and you're really not doing it.
Comments are turned off for these videos.
Yeah, I know.
You found it on TikTok. That's
Grant, you should text me
your
the
mom.
word.
I see that.
Text me the word villager.
I don't know.
Sure. Text me villager, Grant.
Mom,
And I'll know when you watch the video. If you watch the video.
If you watch the video.
It just says, Forrest, if you like just say your phone, you got like 20 different random.
Villager. I really hope I can text.
If he's recording.
Sounds like looking at people's grades. Well,
That's what Skylar does. He's passing out papers.
They gave me all
That's
the
why they
papers.
do it.
They're right. Great.
What, that's all we do?
you can only read on that paper.
I just do a lot of writing. What can I say?
You should just do it on a different page and you can still get pencil.
I was told that, but
But did you listen?
Your stepmom mentioned that to you. Yeah. About time to scroll.
Almost. Just kidding.
Outside. Wait. Is that? Okay, there. Foil. Add the like terms. Okay, how does this one work?
You put the X to all three.
That, is that Shannon that term?
Yeah.
I think so.
Are you bitter, Issa, because nobody got on this, Shannon?
Yes. Why does it matter? Because you're ugly. No, why does it matter? People say something.
What matters is the inside.
Why are you talking?
That was a lot of pursuit. That was like really.
I know, it wasn't even.
Hope rebukes here. -3 times all these. -6. And then you add the like terms. Still not halfway. So notice when we're adding like terms that the exponents do not change.
Yes.
Sandy.
Sandy.
Sandy cheeks.
Oh, okay.
The laugh.
Who
does that stone with the stone?
I remember watching SpongeBob.
I wasn't
This is what SpongeBob
I
does.
just watched SpongeBob.
And you told me about that gay guy?
Oh yeah, Jay. He had like.
Okay, 3, 4, 5.
Oh, Jackson situation. He was the old fat shark.
Issa.
Teacher's right.
Why?
I don't know. No, they don't know. Useless.
Have you seen the what?
You're.
You need to do your math.
Like, look at that hair.
No, okay. No way.
Hit a tough spot.
Nah.
Broke across the line.
They said it looked like me. I can't.
I've actually met Dream before, actually.
Yeah, you have a
I
picture
can
with
Texas
him.
Roadhouse. It's like your Taylor Swift, huh?
The way
Okay, so what kind of problem is number 3?
Square minus square.
Right, so what goes into 4x squared? And what goes into negative 25? Okay, on square minus square, you don't really have to check it or anything, it just works. You could foil it and see if it works. It will work. Okay, what should we do first on number 4?
Take out an X.
Take out a 5 and an X. What's left after we take those? Okay, that thing in parentheses probably factors again. Alright, what multiplies into negative 2, that adds up to 1. 2 minus 1. Okay, is there anything else on this one?
Yeah, like,
Are we supposed to put like x equals 1?
no.
No, why not?
Because it's not an equation.
It's not an equation, you can't solve it. Alright, oh, there's another one right there. Number 5. This is not supposed to be, this is the problem right here. Okay, what's harder about number 5? There's a 2 on the front. So what goes in the front? 2x times x. And then for the back, what goes into negative 21? 7 and 3, one of them's negative, right? So you have to put it some way such that when you foil the outside to the inside, it adds up to, in this case, 1x. So how could we do that? If we put the 7 here, that would be 7x. And a minus 3 here, that would be minus 6x. What's 7x minus 6x? 1x. So that's 7 and the thing became 1.
That would be loud. That's worse than force.
It's almost as bad as like chewing in somebody's ear.
It's so fun.
Just when they couldn't get one.
It actually helps me drink.
It's the right, yeah, it does.
I never
Just
finished my
It's
water
the
bottle.
right way to drink water.
I never finished. We're into the.
You hear her?
No, you don't.
Did you hear her? Yes.
It's what you said. I just
I
forgot what you said. I forgot what you said at the very end of the sentence.
Uh-huh.
You understand.
Mm.
I understand.
Why did it take you so long to laugh? Well, I was silent laughing, yes. It actually like came out.
I thought it was harder for a second.
I don't know, I swear it is the second one. What?
I hate this school.
Lisa.
Because you're on video.
You're gonna erase.
You still wouldn't survive the photos though.
I'd rather be here than
Yeah, because you'd be bullied.
no,
in
I
my-
wouldn't.
No,
She's bullied here.
Way less than photos though.
Mostly by Hope.
What? No, I don't bully people. I just
You just-
correct them in a nice manner.
You just said, why are you ugly like 60 seconds ago?
It's a question. It's like I'm asking her why is she.
You're just curious.
wondering.
You're ugly. She just called me your ugly.
Okay, anyway. So if you don't have a nice calculator, remember you can do square root of 54 without the, what's the negative inside the square root gonna do? I. So it's gonna come out as 3 square root of 6. But where should the I go, no matter where your calculator tells you? Right there.
I don't know, every time I go to the why? Because like, I could totally like.
I got it.
I'm not gonna go right now.
You did?
You know what else?
I've never even.
Is that anymore.
Dude, I was at the, when I was at the.
Oh, I think that was
park
32.
Yesterday, you texted me about science, and I thought,
Oh, one day.
oh my gosh, maybe she sees me, and then I read it, and it was about science. Girl. No, I was just struggling with one.
I'm telling you to be quiet.
So stupid.
Dang.
Alright, girls, jeez.
Yeah, see? Goodness.
I said girls, plural.
It was
The
Mindy.
boys aren't mean to each other.
Never.
Did you?
As long as you do it quietly, I'm fine. Alright, so adding and subtracting, like terms only. 2 minus 7 and 5 minus negative 3i. 5i, sorry, minus negative 3i. So it's like a plus, so it is 8i. What kind of problem is number 8? FOIL. So almost the same as number 1, except for the I times I. Okay, so first, outside, inside, last. What's the last gonna be? Minus 6i squared. And what happens to I squared? So this is like negative 6 times negative 1, which is positive 6. So we have 48 plus 6 and minus 18i plus 16i. That's supposed to be a 0 right there. Yucky. You guys done with that?
Yes.
Can you spell 4 seconds? Thanks.
Oh, but.
Okay, if you solve with a method other than factoring, so if we like don't show your work, I'm gonna assume you use quadratic formula or something, you'll get like 3 out of 5 points. So you need the parentheses to get full credit. Factoring. Yeah,
How many questions are on the test?
I think there's like 20. Well, actually I kind of have to make it, but I'm probably gonna put 20 on there.
Well, don't you want a day off if you still make it? You can like have 2 days to make it. In the whole week.
I do not want a day off, no.
Who doesn't?
Who doesn't like extra? You look tired. You need some rest.
Thank you.
Brave.
Sorry. Can I say that?
Yep. Okay, so what multiplies into negative 45? That adds up to negative 4. So this time we do have to say what values for x would make these factors equal 0.
9 and negative 5.
And remember, because these are equations, you can check your answers. If you plug 9 in here and here, it should equal 0, and negative 5, same thing. What should we do first on number 10?
You should
Bring 4 over to the party.
What if he's not a party person?
Sure, I got over anyone.
Pumpkin pie as soon as I get home.
How do you have pumpkin pie?
What?
Why wouldn't you?
Nobody makes pumpkin pie until like Thanksgiving.
Ew.
Dude,
Start making it sometimes.
Pie is just
name a more dude
Pumpkin
food,
pie
bro.
is the best.
Yeah. Pumpkin pie is terrible.
Okay,
I love pumpkin pie.
okay, it's pumpkin pie.
It's bad.
With a whipped cream.
Good thing you chose that.
I mean, I can't think of a bad pie really.
I said, like, pie in general is fine.
Yeah, I like tea with chocolate.
You don't like pie?
Ask your daddy why.
You know what's worse? Apple fritters.
Yes, apple fritters.
There is the no.
I knew. No.
Take one.
I installed it.
There is the.
Oh,
I thought you were like making fun of me.
The change adds to me. If only it was right here.
Yeah.
Right, so.
This point is too strong. These points are like the
I said
weakest.
ask, shut up.
If you were your back
Give me your
there.
info. I don't know what benefit is. For you.
Okay, so
For you little goblin.
on this one, what's going to go in the front? What goes in 2y squared?
Yeah.
2y times y. What goes into -4? Because there's a number on the front, you're no longer saying what goes in -4 that adds up to 7. You're just saying what goes in -4, and we're going to try and put that there. What goes into -4? Okay, it might be 2 and -2, but if you FOIL that, it's not going to add up to 7y. If you use 4 and -1, the combo has to go like this. 4 has to go there because that makes 8y. And -1 goes there because that makes -1y. And together they do make 7y. Okay, so what y values would make these factors equal 0? -4 and +1 over 2. You fell in a trap. I think 16 in total. Alright, I'm not really as worried about 11 and 12. It is.
I'm literally just sending a picture in comparison to show. I do not look
It's the
like.
hair, it's the hair. Like,
Okay, okay, maybe, but I know, like,
You play forest.
What? He looks like
You
green.
play
I bet he's gonna
I
switch
saw
it.
Tanya's
Yeah.
picture of Dream on my ceiling.
no, I'm thinking of like girl.
What's dream?
Oh, my probably.
Bulb
And
their hair back.
the singer, I
Like
guess.
as a streamer?
You.
Streamer?
Well,
Yeah.
Where are you?
Hmm?
Okay, and look at me.
Definitely. Don't even.
How do you have a picture of him on your ceiling? Crash?
It's a sticky note, and I put tape on there. Cause Zaya just made me a picture, a really bad picture of Aang from Avatar, and I hung him on my ceiling yesterday. So it's amazing.
Aang.
Yeah,
Did you just say it's a really bad picture and then you hung it on your ceiling?
And then yesterday I also I tore out a piece of magazine from church and put Johnny Depp on my closet wall.
I don't like that.
How many things do you have on your ceiling?
Oh my. That's the point of the mask.
Okay,
That's what the mask is.
The mask is. That's talking to me about it, or would be so hard.
okay, A, B, C. Oh, by the way, I didn't put it on here, but the first question number 1 on the test, if I remember, what's the quadratic formula? I will remember.
Is it one
So,
of those that you like check and then you like?
yeah, it's one of those where you check and you can use it later on the test.
Just a quadratic formula.
Yep, that's my formula we had.
I don't remember how to take.
Taking roots means you square root both sides. But if it's a simple equation with just an x squared, you get x squared by itself, and then square root both sides. Okay, so where am I gonna squeeze this? Let's put it negative b plus or minus. Somebody who's plugged this in already, help me out here. Okay, Anya says that, which I do remember that now that she says it from the other class. Okay, this one should come out messy. It's an imaginary complex answer. So, whoops, yeah. Let's see, minus 32, is it 23? Is that in the square? It is.
I know for a fact. I don't. I'm gorgeous.
Why keep doing it?
See, show me your eyes on you.
I said
Oh,
no.
I just realized. She said, oh my goodness.
No, I stopped that.
So,
I stopped the night.
Okay, are you guys done with that? So, oh, maybe I stopped at 14 then.
Forrest, you're so puppy coded.
Okay.
What does that mean?
One of the things that'll be on the test is solve by whatever method you want to. But I didn't put that on here. Do you guys know how to do 13?
You like both things provided.
No, that's called completing the square. I'm not gonna put that. Okay, if it's just an x squared, you can just get x squared by itself. And then take the square root. That's what they mean on both sides. That's what they mean by that. So divide by 4, you get x squared is 7. Now what?
7.
Okay, something's wrong. Okay, don't forget that plus or minus. I have to take a couple points off.
Can it just be half of it?
No.
I saw that. Little stacks of grass.
Don't say that.
Okay,
Where have you?
on 14, listen. On 14, we can use a similar trick. This is more like the completing the square thing, even though it's not really completing the square. So what should we do first? Hush. Minus the 2. There is a much more difficult way of doing this, where you like foil this thing. I wouldn't recommend it. Oh, there are 2 more. Oh yeah, there's 2 more down there. Forgot about that. Okay. Graph on a number line.
oh, yeah, that's right.
Okay, now what?
Square root.
Square root.
Yeah.
So it's x minus 5 equals,
Plus or minus 5.
there's like one step left and a lot of people,
X equals 5 plus or minus.
yeah. 5 plus or minus 5, so 5 plus 5, 5 minus 5.
0.
You're a 10 out of 10, Skylar.
Dang.
I'm telling her that.
Not Skylar.
Well, Skylar.
That'd been funnier if she was in
Skylar's
the
the one
room.
in the world gets us mixed up.
I can just hear Kyla's voice if she was in the room.
What would she
She'd
do?
be like,
Say that
oh.
like she
Yeah,
said.
that's
What did she say? People always mistake me for you, not the other way around. Is that what she said? They always mistake me for her. And she thinks she's
hear that noise a lot because I teach Skylar a lot. Oh.
So horrible.
It's so funny. Because what went on in your mind to say that? Because he is. Him? Hubby coded.
What does puppy code mean?
Thank you. Thank you so much. Hearts. Hearts.
This,
Hearts.
like, thank you. Thank you.
Okay, so on inequalities, you kind of solve them the same way, except for you set up the answer differently. So if this were an equation, you could use quadratic if you wanted to, but what multiplies into 4 that adds up to -5? -4 and -1. Multiplies into 4, adds up to -5. So if this were an equation, what would the two answers be? That's why I don't drink like that.
I didn't, but it's fun.
You're just choking on air. Okay. So if it's a less than, if you get this far, I'll give you half credit. But if it's a less than, how's that set up?
X in the middle.
In between, yes. So 1 less than x less than 4. And the graph in between.
Bro. So big. Did you get that?
What?
What did you get?
I think something got that from us.
Okay, what should we do first on 16?
We definitely said that. Bring x squared
Okay.
6 to the other.
You could subtract the x, but it's easier to like factor if x squared is positive. So there's more than one way to do it, but I'm going to move everything to the right. And if we're putting it in standard order, what should come first? X squared plus x minus 6. All right. Again, you could use quadratic formula. I'm going to factor. What multiplies into -6? That adds up to 1. 3 minus 2. So the two numbers are, okay. Now, this is kind of backwards, but this is actually like, this is, all this stuff is greater than 0. Like it's like this, basically. So if it's a greater than, how does it set up?
X is less than -2, so X is greater.
Yeah, I didn't quite erase it, did I?
Did you just let it go?
Oh, it's greater than. Oops.
Kids, do it. Come with them.
If it's a greater than, it's going to be smaller than the small one or bigger than the big one.
Oh my goodness.
If it's greater than 0. If it's less than, it's between the two numbers.
So test is Monday, right?
That's so.
Why don't you want to get it done?
Because I want to study more test and enforce it really long.
No, it was like last time it was like.
I'm doubting Forrest would study anyway.